Ielts writing task 1 line graph. Let's see the question. The graph shows average annual expenditure on cell phone and residential phone services between 2001 and 2010. Read the topic carefully. It contains the key features. Here I have inserted one question. Please have a look because the topic contains the key features. Line graph structure, introduction, overview, body 1 and body 2. Let's begin the introduction part. For writing introduction, let's read the question carefully. The graph shows average annual expenditure on cell phone and residential phone services between 2001 and 2010. For the introduction, simply paraphrase the information from the topic. By reading question carefully, we wrote the introduction, and our introduction looks like this. The line graph illustrates the average cost that American customers spent on mobile and landline phone services annually over a 10-year period. We can also use other synonyms to write introduction. It means in place of illustrates, we can also write shows, provides information about, or depicts. Example, the line graph shows the average cost that American customers spent on mobile and landline phone services annually over a 10-year period, or the line graph provides information about the average cost that American customers spent on mobile and landline phone services annually over a 10-year period. Second trick of writing introduction, list name of countries in your introduction looking at the graph, and third, use time period given in the graph. We have completed our introduction part. Let's move towards overview. Overview contains key information from the graph. There should be no dates, no numbers, and no percentage while writing overview, and overview should be written just below the introduction part. Be careful not to write dates, numbers, and percentage. Let's write the overview. Looking at the graph, our overview looks like this. Overall, spending on residential phone services dramatically declined while popularity of mobile services increased sharply throughout a decade. Also, both of services made at the same record in 2006. It is our overview. Now let's see the features. Features are not essential to write, but to make you understand, I have written the features, and you can also write features before writing the overview to make overview easy. First of all, residential phone services dramatically declined. Second, mobile services increased sharply. Third, in 2006, both made at the same record. In place of dramatically declined, we can use other words like 1. Showed a downward trend. 2nd. Fell down. 3rd. Plunged. And 4. Dip. Similarly, in place of increase slightly, we can write rose gradually, risen steadily, substantial increase. In place of showed same record, we can write showed same proportion were equal. We have completed introduction and overview part. Now we have to write body 1 and body 2 in separate paragraph. For writing paragraph of body 1 and body 2, describe each change on the graph in a separate paragraph, which I already told. Now let's write body 1. In 2001, spending on mobile phone services began by merely 200, while the amount of annual expenditure on the residential phone services was around 700. Over the following 5 years, expenditure on landline phone services gradually dropped below 600, whereas expenditure on cell phone services rose to just over 500. It is our body 1. Now let's write body 2. In 2006, cell phones overtook landline phones and the services became equal in popularity with customers' annual expenditure of about 550. Then cell phone expenses rose to approximately 750 in 2010, making nearly a fourfold jump relatively to its initial figure in 2001. Meanwhile, spending on residential phone services experienced a steep fall in 2007 and went to a steadily decrease for the rest of the period. We have written body 1 and body 2, and it is the completion. First of all, we wrote introduction and then overview, after that body 1 and body 2.